One day I thought, oh, so is my life going to end here? Packed my belongings, put my children on a plane, and then we came back to Burundi, and I told them, we are going in a beautiful country. Whenever there is people gathered, I see networking. I told you, let's do something. However small a project can start, let's do something. We experienced a setback in the continuation of the project of building Ndagano Elementary School. If we finish the whole, like a whole institution, we can call this time and do a huge like handover and say, this is what the Burundian youth based all over the world have been able to accomplish. I will be happy to see the finished work.
Okay.
You asked me about deciding to come
for good.
So I was a busy person, having my life as a mother, a wife, having a career because I was an interpreter for United Nations organizations. I was also an interpreter at Department of Home Affairs. Yeah, so we were working for the immigration to facilitate communications. One day I thought, oh, so is my life going to end here?
That was a very big question.
I didn't have a difficult life. I was integrated for good 18 years. I had a job, a good paying job. My children were studying there. So it was not about I'm facing difficulties there, so that's why I'm going back. No, it was about just a decision that came that it's high time you go back. So 2018, and that was the year in January, I think January, yes, that was the year that I packed my belongings, put my children on a plane, and then we came back to Burundi, and I told them, we are going in a beautiful country. Okay, not beautiful with the what you see outside the buildings, the what, but it's a country of your parents.
Your parents
you're
were
gonna
born
see,
there.
yes, you're gonna see a different life from here, and you're gonna learn to love it. So I prepared them mentally. They were not so old. It was a 4-year-old and 8-year-old. But they were ready to come back with me because one of the things is uprooting children from where they are used to. They are born in South Africa. They are used to everything in South Africa, the food, the ways of life, friends, all these things. So
coming back to Burundi, start all over again.
All over again. I always think that wherever God takes you, He will provide. Where He leads, He provides. So, and then I came back, I started applying for jobs. And immediately, because I could speak English and the qualification, the educational qualifications I had, the field of study I did, I got a job with IOM Burundi. It helped me to integrate because I needed a salary. So it helped me in a way that I could now settle, rent a space, put children to good schools. Yes. So it helped me in a way, and also it helped me to know about my country, because before, when I left, maybe I could only know few provinces that only my mother or father come from those provinces, and we have to go for holidays. But when I worked for IOM Burundi, it exposed me to be on the field. I was a field coordinator in 7 provinces. So I visited a lot in all those provinces, a lot of places, even communes, villages, like everywhere. Everywhere I visited. And then during the weekend, I would say, okay, I need to see more about Burundi. When you watch my Instagram, you will see that I will visit those touristic places so that I can familiarize myself. So I I came as if I'm a foreigner in my own country.
Sure.
But now getting to know different corners of my country, it was a blessing. Through IOM, the job I was doing in 7 provinces, I got exposed to seeing my country in another light, that everyone is working. Yes, there's humanitarian organization striving to make the Burundian population be in better places, but even me as a local, as a Burundian myself, it's my job too. So hence, when I was visiting places, seeing places on weekend, I will hike. So because when you are a working mom, you need to stay fit. I will hike.
Sure.
So so where we lived is close to these surrounding mountains of Bujumbura. So rather than hiking and running across the street,
you would walk.
I will hike going on the mountains in Sororezo. Sometimes I will take jogging. Sometimes I will take the way of Isare, sometimes Nyambuye.
Sure.
So one day during my free time on weekends, I was thinking, what can I do? What can I do now I'm back? Yes, I'm working, I'm earning a salary, but you know, I'm a community person. I need to do something that gives back to the community. That's how I came across a school, which is in the communities. On a weekend, there was no one, but the school is open because it's on a mountain. There is no fences. As you are just passing in the community, you see a school. So that's how I discovered Ecofo Ndagano, which is in zone Nyambuye, commune Isare in Bujumbura province. So I don't have a relative there. I have no ties to that place. I was just passing by and I saw the school. Then the same July, I saw the school. We held a Diaspora Week event, and then I went there, and then I met a lot of Burundians from abroad. Especially I was interested in the young people from all over, from France, from Australia, US. There was a huge delegation from youth from US. So we talked. They asked me, oh, where were you based? Or I said, I just came from South Africa, and for now I'm dreaming to stay here. I came back to stay for good. So they were fascinated, and then I told them, let's keep in contact. Let's take each other's contacts. The next Diaspora Week of the next year, the next edition, 2019. I decided.
1 year later.
Yes, 1 year later. I have these contacts. What am I using them for? And then some of the youth we met came back to Burundi in the following year. So now I said, this is a sign. I must keep these people together. That's how I came up with a WhatsApp group for this diaspora youth. And then in my mind, I needed a name. Should we call ourselves a platform, an association, an organization? Because there is a diaspora organization already. So what should we call it? We called it Burundian Youth Worldwide. Through Burundian Youth Worldwide, I got now to recruit. Each one was bringing the other person they know, whether it's a student in university abroad in China, Russia, you know, in America, or professionals who are busy with their own things, careers. Yes, yeah, because there is videos on the BYW YouTube channel. Yeah, so it was a platform that brings together all those people. So it was initiated by me, and because I don't like to lose opportunity. Whenever there is people gathered, I see networking. I told you. So I approach people asking for your business card, stay in touch with you if you want to. So that's how I kept those people together. And I now brought the photos of the school because I had taken photos with my phone.
Okay.
I took photos and then I was like, do you see this school? And then they say, yeah, what about it? I said, did any of you learn at a school like that?
And they said no.
They said no. Say, so what can we do? We are just coming for holidays and go back to our respective countries of stay.
Yeah.
So there is nothing we can do. Some they were even saying the Ministry of Education is in charge of building the schools around the country, or UNICEF, or any other local organization, international organization in charge of children and education. Not, yeah. But I told them something is amiss, you know. We can do something. Don't you want to have an impact in Burundi? Give back to those communities, underprivileged communities? They said, yeah, but sometimes we don't know which channel, which way to do it.
Sure.
I said to them, now that I'm here in Burundi,
I can be a reference.
Can you trust me to make this happen? Let's do something. However small a project can start, let's do something. A little child in grade 1 or 2 is just a small person, like they are 5 or 6.
Sure.
So we promised the principal, we are going to do this. Give us some time. We are not a big organization. We don't have coffers where somewhere we stored funding and then we're just gonna go and no.
Yeah, we are funding ourselves.
We are just gonna each one, you know, from our own
pockets.
From our own pockets. From the activities we do in everywhere we are, you can spare, you know, you can save $1, $5, $10. Yeah, I know I'm from the diaspora and there is this bridge. One of the things was to bridge that gap. First of all, BYW, when it was created, we thought it would be the diaspora youth only. But I told them, guys, there is local youth who are leaders in their own right. They are leaders of association, non-profit organization, associations. Yeah, so why don't we bring them up on board so that BYW becomes a bridge between the local intellectual youth and also intellects, because that's what should happen, because we learn from each other, we partner with each other. So that's how it happened. We brought in, so the group kept growing. We had like now more than I can say 300 members in the group. And mind you, not just any youth, all those top, because we were not an organization which is formal. We didn't have accounts, bank accounts. They channeled the whole money through my account. So that required trust for them to trust me.
I understand.
Yes, so we collected more than 25 million, more or less 27 millions. So we started building in 2019, but the principal wanted, there was 2 classrooms which were a block which was behind. They wanted the grade 8 and 9s to be in that one. So they showed us that if you were to channel any funds, these schools which have got walls and everything, leave it as it is. Go and build those two. So it's they had stopped. The setback happened and then they had stopped until at the level of the foundation. So we had now to build the walls. Yeah, so we put construction workers there. We started asking the community amongst them if there is any construction workers, we're gonna pay them. So it's cash for work. There was a shortage of water during summer. So we kick-started the activities, we built, we contracted sand, cement, everything that needed. So the classrooms were up and running to the point where I said 2019. 2019, 2020 was the time we were building. So the school year of 2020, 2021, the classrooms were nicely built, furnished, fully furnished, with also even small libraries. Yeah, with their books there. And then, yeah, the children were so happy. I remember going there myself to see them using those classrooms we built. It was a satisfaction for me. And then the feedback, every time we were working transparently, because now when you are using a lot of people's funds, you have to be transparent with each details,
each and every
details of how you are using the money, whether you are doing transport for things, everything.
Write it down somewhere,
there was a proper, well done. We put another guy who was not having a job, but he's good in project management. So he managed the project. And then there was a logistic guy who now had to go and bring the supplies. So, and me who oversees everything and communicate more and receives the money. So it was a team. So we made a team, and then I will encourage the young people to come on weekends. Yeah, so we finished the school, the children started using it, they will check it on YouTube, it's there. So we felt like it was an achievement at the time being, for the time being, because that's all the money we could get. Yeah, and the community was very happy. We could see that they said, oh, so it means the power of unity can make people do such, you know, while we had, you know, many people don't work in those communities. They said before they used to at least bring small money together and build up to they are the ones who build themselves up to the foundation. But things got expensive, some they didn't have jobs. So us contributing that meant a lot for them, for their children. So the quality education we need to see begins with one school. That's what I used to tell them. We don't need, let's begin with this school and then see where future takes us. So during COVID, 2021, 2022, yes, the 2 years of COVID really made the activities of our group really slow down. They slowed down. We experienced a setback in the continuation of the project of building Ndagano Elementary School. I was contacted. Now I became like popular in that area. So they said, we saw you build 2 classrooms for one school.
What if you come?
We didn't even call the journalist. There was another community in Gishingano, Ekofonya Bagere. They wrote to us. And then a letter came to me that they also need help because they were building a block. They were expanding also the block of classrooms. And we told them, guys, we are not a big organization. The reason why we built this is what happened. But we were able also to donate for them. I was able to call for another fundraising, not a lot of money. This time it was around 6 million, and we bought furniture for them. So we bought school desks and everything, and we donated it. So also it's on our platform, BYW platform. You can see that we helped. So now it was 2 schools, but Ndagano had not finished
yet.
Yes, it had not finished yet, because yes, we are finishing to build 2 classrooms. We furnish them. It's for the bigger student learners, grade 8 and 9. Yes, it's good because even that year they were able to write their national grade 9 national test. Then they got good marks. Because when a child is learning in an environment which is good, they feel good. The teacher favorable, yes. The teachers also gave us feedback that they are teaching and they could teach for hours. So it was a nice feedback. So the setback we got of not finishing Ndagano kept eating at me. So it has been 2022, 2023, now we are in 2024. When I went back to the community doing my hike, I passed there. because this year in May there was one of the Burundian American who helped us to raise funds, a lot of money. During that time, he did a live IG, on live concert on IG. His name is Marembo Alexandre. So he's a singer, but he's based in the diaspora. He raised that money via a concert online, a live online concert. Young people, they know, the Gen Z will know that you will put on an icon where people will go and donate. Donate. Okay. So that time he came, the first time he ever came to Burundi. Yes, he was busy with to see the family and the country for the very first time. But in his last week, I asked him, can I take you to the school which you helped to fundraise so much for? And then he said, yeah, take me there. He came with his wife. And I took them there on a Saturday morning. We hiked for 6 hours. They were very tired. He said, this is what you used to come here every day, every weekend? I said, yeah, yes, it's in the mountains of Nyambuye. It's like it's like climbing. It's a slopes which are steep like this. Sure. So the school is at the top of the mountain like that. So is at the same level as college. You say Sororezo?
Yeah, college.
It's the same. College, it's the same of the same altitude. The same altitude, so it's like on a steep mountain. So I took him there and he saw, and we did a small video. And that day we found children because May, June, they were writing their exams towards, So we found children and they were able to talk to him. Because children are all of the neighborhood, they are always at that school. So they talked to him and they said, why you guys build for the big learners, the classrooms, beautiful classrooms? What about us? Okay. And the small kids, it made our hearts, feel bad that we cannot continue this project. And then this setback is eating at us. Is like, what can we do? So Marembo went back to US. He lives in Ohio. And then he told me, Dalilla, what can I do? Because I cannot just sit and see. When you start something, your dream is to see it complete. Sure. So that's what the dream we want to see. The dream we want to see is the whole school finished. In the meantime, when we were busy building the 2 classrooms, they didn't have toilets. They didn't have running water. So it was in the videos. But see how God works. The time we were busy building the classrooms, there was another local NGO that came. It's called Right to Play. And then it built for them a block of toilets. Okay. So they had toilets and they had that beautiful 2 classrooms. And we tried to renovate a bit to put some basic things on the principal's office because he was working in a very bad office. So now Marembo is setting up a GoFundMe so that we can see how we can call. It is running. Okay. It's currently he just put it last week. Okay. So he's calling him and me, because I'm the one who's here in Burundi, and I have to give many of my details to the GoFundMe organization because they need to know who's going to oversee the construction once the people donate, so that they can release the funds. So one way of fundraising is through that putting up that page on the platform of GoFundMe, which maybe you're gonna share the link so that
to each and everybody who's watching this, we are going to share the link of GoFundMe in the description section. So
that GoFundMe, we are hoping. When I took construction workers, you see how things are now, the current inflation, things have gone up as far as construction materials, cements, the doors, the wood, everything that is needed for construction, the metal doors, the glass, everything has gone up. So we did an overall budget. We took professionals to do a quotation. So now the quotation, I send it to Marembo, and we calculated that the 7 remaining classrooms can take a budget up to 80 million Burundian francs.
80?
80.
Okay.
Yes. So that I can put a team. Currently, I'm a free agent. I'm not working with any organization. Yes. So I have more time to follow it up. That time I used to only go on weekend, but this time I can put up a good team, and then we pick up. Okay. We pick up where we had left off. Yeah, because we're not gonna sit. You know, during the setback is other actions you are doing to come out of that setback. When things don't go your way, you're not just gonna fold your hands oh no, you know, you find ways. You keep fighting. That's the human spirit of resilience and saying, how do I come out of this setback? So that's what I'm doing currently, and Marembo, we are in contact, and also the group. We can still always to put it in the group. Whoever wants to help us to circulate the link, so that it helps. It's visible.
Sure.
Okay, using also my social media platforms such as Twitter, X, Instagram. The Burundian Youth Worldwide platform has got an Instagram of its own, so we're gonna put it there as well, so that social media is something that helps for visibility of any other initiative anyone has. I will be happy to see the finished work. Because those children at school, we don't know what they're going to become. They're going to become future. I said it in the video, because on the blackboard you will always find what they are studying. You know, the human organism and stuff. So I will say they are future doctors, future lawyers, future ministers. You know, they are going to serve this country. So I wear those hats. And I do a lot of things. I'm multi-talented. Okay, I'm calling myself multi-talented because I like to explore many things that I can do in the community. So I recently started a YouTube channel and see other initiatives that people are living their. My channel is called Our Daily Lives TV. So it helps me to wear those jeans and those boots and go in the community, in the grassroots, and see what's happening in our communities. So that's where many other things I'll get exposed to how people are living. That's how I came to see, through hiking, I came to see the school. So by
exploring.
Yeah. So, and I don't want to take the glory. I want to thank mostly everyone who did something, who exposed the project to so that the youth who worked on it, who donated, could know it and could do something about it, like take money out of their savings and donate. So I want to thank Marembo, who's reviving it. This is a revival. He's reviving that thing that we have been set back, but in the hope that once we get that money that we are raising, today on the GoFundMe he put 10,000 USD. That's but if we can hit that target, maybe we can open another GoFundMe again, or he can also do another concert or any other activities back in USA. So we hope that when we finish, we can present it now to the Ministry of Education properly this time, because we were not bragging for the 2 classrooms, but if we finish the whole like a whole institution, we can call this time and do a huge like handover and say, this is what the Burundian youth based all over the world have been able to accomplish.
Thank you so much.
I have all the time in the world to come back to your show. I will.
Sure, you promise?
I will be happy to be a guest again.
You promise?
Yes, I would like to come back here again, saying that we have managed, we have succeeded, and you know the school now is a beautiful school.
That would be interesting. It was a pleasure to sit with you today. I thank you so much. Maybe next time we'll call you to unpack other untold stories about Dalilla.
Thank you very much, Alex.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.